Guys, I finally did it. I finished the UCS Millenium Falcon. I finished it like a week ago. That doesn't matter. The fact is, the UCS Falcon is finished. I had a few spare parts, but I figured out where they went. So, for the most part, it should be finished, I hope. But nonetheless, I want to show you guys my finished UCS Millenium Falcon. These look like all the other ones you've seen, but it's mine, so that should add something to it, I guess. It's a really, really awesome set. I'm really happy I got it too. It was obviously a little expensive when you buy the UCS Falcon, but I'd say if you have the money for it, it is definitely worth it to go ahead and buy it, as long as you have someone to display it. Because right now, my only display spot for it is right here on the desk you see. So, probably not the best idea, but my theory was buy first, figure out where you're going to put it later, and that worked for the most part. This set, it's not going to be a full review, but in this set, I think you get... let me see. You get like 9 to like 12 minifigures if you don't want to count the 2 porgs. And this thing, it's 9. If you do want to count these guys, it's I think 12 or 13. So you do get a decent amount of figures in this set, some of which are very exclusive, and some of which are just pretty normal figures. You also get 2 different satellites. You get this like episode 7, episode 9 satellite, and then you get the original, episode 4, episode like 1, or whatever you want to say, radar dish. And you also get the UCS plaque, as you do with most UCS sets. Just describing the set, saying was like, this is a very, very nice plaque. I'm sad they didn't put like a minifigure stand on there. I was assuming they were going to put like a minifigure stand, but I guess it makes more sense to have the figures in the set. But I'm really, really happy to have this thing built. If you want to know how long it took me, I think it was around 5 or 6 days. I'm literally looking at this thing right now. I'm pretty sure I forgot to put 2 pins in there. I'm going to figure that out. I actually did forget to put 2 pins in there. They go just like so on the side. If I can actually manage to get them in. They go just like that. I lost the other one. They go just like this. So, funny enough, like I was saying in the beginning, there were a few pieces missing. So, I think it should be complete now. Okay. The set should be complete now. So, get that out of the way. Just finish the set. Guys, the UCS Falcon is now complete. There are a lot of struggles I had building this set. Obviously, it's a pretty hard set. It has 7,500 pieces. One of the main things was after I built it, I brought it upstairs, and the cockpit was all messed up. It took me like almost an hour to fix because the cockpit is built very oddly, and a lot of parts in the set are parts that if you like snap them in half, like not literally, but like in Lego terms, you're gonna have to do some work to put them back together, especially with the cockpit, which is built like this. It's very oddly built, so it took me some time, but I finally ended up building it. I think it's still a little bit fragile, but I'm gonna have to one day just like gut it out and just fix it. The instruction manual is downstairs, but it's a very big instruction manual. I have the box right here. I keep underneath my desk. The box is incredibly huge. You guys have already seen this last video though, but in terms of my ratings of the set, I give the set probably a 10 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with the set. Obviously, it costs a lot of money, but it is worth the money. You've got to think about the time and effort it was put into creating this set. A lot of people say it isn't like a valid option, but can you imagine how long it took someone to... I mean, it takes like a week and a half to build. Can you imagine how long it took them to design a set like this? They did have an original one to go off of, but even that one, it takes some time to build a set this large and get it this accurate. It takes some time. But I give it a 10 out of 10. Figures are probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10. The figures aren't really that overwhelming. But at the same time, what other figures are they going to add other than the figures that we get in the set? We got the crew of the Millenium Falcon, we get Hans, things like that. There's not really much else to add. They're not just going to add random figures in there. So there is a reason for them putting the figures in there, but as someone who doesn't really care about the figures that much, it wasn't that big of an issue to me. In terms of play features, it's like a 5 out of 10. Obviously, there aren't many play features. This gun doesn't even go up and down. I mean, it does, but like it doesn't really go side to side. It's a very odd moving gun, but it doesn't, again, I don't really care about the play features either. I did not buy this thing for the play features. I don't think anyone bought this thing for the play features. In terms of the actual design, flawless 10 out of 10. This thing is built amazingly. The panels were attached in weird ways I did not think they were going to be attached. If you don't have the set, just a quick side note, each panel is attached with this yellow bar, and each yellow bar is a black, like 1x3 Techno piece like this, and each one just slides in there like so. Nothing's actually clipped on. I think the only thing that are clipped on in terms of plates are these two, and then this back bar right here, and this front bar right here. These can attach. These can attach. Everything here can attach. Obviously, you can take these off, but you will have to snap them back on. But if you really wanted to, everything on the top is removable. Even this, it just slides out. There's nothing that keeps it in place. It just slides in and slides out. So, I guess that's something I can tell you guys if you don't have the set. It is pretty cool how they attach things in the set to the actual frame of the build. One of my biggest complaints in the set was one I was actually quite confused about. If you take this off, there is a room in here that has no purpose at all. There's a room over here that's like under this thing right here that sort of has a purpose, but at the same time it doesn't. It's really just like for like the cockpit and stuff. But this room has no purpose at all. You see nothing's like it's not used for any support. It's not supporting anything up. I can put my hand in there and it can stay in there. This is just attached by this and it just rests up here. This room has no purpose at all. And I think that's really annoying because they could have gotten this thing up to 8,000 pieces and made people a lot happier and added an extra room in there. So one thing I'm actually going to try to do is make a mod video for the set, because I think I've never really seen anyone talk about that. The fact that there's room here for no purpose at all. They could have easily added room in there. I'm not really sure why they didn't, but I think it'd be kind of cool to design a room for there. I'll have to obviously watch the movie again, see what rooms they didn't add, see what rooms could fit in there, and just figure out what would be a good idea to put in there. But I'm really disappointed that they didn't fill in all the rooms. But for the rooms they did fill in, they look fantastic, so no complaints there. Like I mentioned before, this thing is also incredibly heavy. To even like just pull it takes a little bit of effort. But it just looks so amazing in person. I'd say if you're thinking of buying this set, I'd do it sooner than later, because it's not going to be around for too much longer. I'd be surprised if it was gone or incredibly hard to find by the end of the year. It took me even from a few months ago to find it. It's the first one I had available since Christmas, so it took me a while to get my hands on this. But I'd say if you're going to buy it, definitely go ahead and buy it if you have the money for it. Obviously, don't make yourself go broke or anything like that. But it is a very, very nice set, and I'm incredibly happy I bought it. Again, no specific place to display it for now, but it will stay in my collection for ever, basically. But that is my video on the UCS Millenium Falcon. I will do a review on this maybe one day, depending on how good this video does. It's going to obviously take a while to review, but if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see a review on the set, or at least my more in-depth thoughts and opinions on the set, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. And if you're new, as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for videos just like this. And I have some Brick Fair videos coming soon about the plans for that and what I'm going to be doing, if you want to see me, things like that. So that's all for the video. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys later. Thumbs up. See ya.